Hello and welcome to our ICC project. We'll appreciate to have Dirk Eilmessen here. He is our interviewee today. And Dirk, nice to meet you.
Thanks, nice to be here.
Hi,
Dick. Hi, nice to meet you.
Our group consists of my friend Philip, Heber, Alice, and me, Daniel. And so let's start the interview. Dirk, why did you decide to study abroad, and especially in Vancouver?
So, I didn't decide to go to Vancouver in the first place. So, for me it was very important to go abroad in an English-speaking country. And I didn't want to go to, I don't know, England or Ireland or, Europe, because with $50 you can go back for a weekend, and that's not studying abroad.
Yeah, a lot of people study there.
So I decided to go to Canada or the US or Australia. And I didn't want to go to Australia because there are spiders and snakes and all that stuff. And so there was just the US and Canada, and everyone goes to the US. So I thought maybe let's go to Canada. They're not. And
how did you prepare yourself of your time abroad? What did you do in front of the?
I didn't do that much. So all I did is just reading English books or watching English movies and all that stuff. So I didn't prepare culturally because it's not America. It's not very different to Europe.
So
I guess. So I don't know.
And before you get there, what were your expectations of Vancouver and Canada? I suggest you never have been there before.
Okay, I've been to the US many times before, so I didn't have very special expectations. So,
how do you feel, or did you think it's nice weather and stuff, or I don't know, Canadians are very friendly, and so.
Yeah, Canadians are very friendly, but I knew that before because Americans are friendly too. So there's not much difference between the US and Canada. Canadians are even more friendly, but still.
And don't have so much ghetto and stuff?
No.
Okay.
And I knew the weather in Vancouver, in the winter it's like here.
Okay. So. Not a huge difference?
No.
Okay.
Not at all.
Was there any drawback of your time there in Vancouver? Something negative? Something not nice?
Yeah.
Some situation, I don't know.
There was one situation I was very pissed off.
Tell me more about it.
So my second semester at the Vancouver Island University, professors and teachers decided to go on strike.
On strike, okay.
Yeah. I didn't know that they were allowed to do it because in Germany they are
not allowed to go on strike. Yes.
And they told us 2 days before the midterms, they told us there might be a strike on, let's say, Wednesday, but don't think it's that long, or it would take that long because most of us don't want to go on strike. So we thought, okay, it's 1 day or maybe 2 days, but at the end it was 5 weeks. And there were 5 weeks of strike. All classes were cancelled. We weren't allowed to go to school. We didn't learn anything, so I lost a lot of money.
Don't you think it was good? Maybe you could do in this 5 weeks. You could go on a vacation, make a trip.
Yeah, that's what I thought the first days.
Yes, enjoying the nature, the beautiful countryside, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I thought that might be cool, but they told us be prepared for the midterms.
Okay.
The first day you come to school, we will write the midterm, and we didn't know how long the strike will go on. So I was studying for 3 or 4 weeks for these midterms, not working midterms.
Okay.
And you know, that's all I did all day long.
Okay.
And last week I thought, oh, fuck off, let's do something else, and I went for a trip to Seattle and...
yeah, cool.
Oh, I'm sorry. Canadian.
It was cool for you that you could see some more cities from...
Yeah.
Yeah, great. Cool.
That was only the last week of the strike,
okay.
So I missed 4 weeks of vacation.
Okay.
Yeah.
So after all the trouble, can you tell us some highlights, some positive experience you had on your trip?
Yeah. Oh, there were so many.
Oh, okay.
And I told you before, Canadians are so friendly.
Mm-hmm.
I've never experienced that much. Let's say so many people which are so friendly and open-minded and all that stuff. And one day I went down to the bank. I wanted to get some money, and it didn't work. So the machine didn't accept my
Credit card.
my credit card and all.
Credit card.
Yeah.
Yes.
So there was an elderly woman. She came and asked me, "Oh, you don't get some money?" I said, "No, it's from what?" She said, "Okay, I'll try." And she did get some money.
Oh, okay.
And she said, "Okay, let's try the other machine." And we went to the other machine, didn't work. And at the end, we tried to get money out of 4 or 5 machines, and it didn't work at all. So we talked, and I told her I'm a student from Germany, and I'm just here for a couple of months. And she said, "Oh, from Germany, nice. And so you didn't get any money. I can give you $20, so you just have some money until tomorrow."
That's very friendly.
Yeah, and she didn't know me, and I haven't seen her at all.
Wow, nice lady.
Yeah.
Maybe she did it because you are German, because I know that a lot of German guys go over to Canada
Yeah.
to live there for the rest of their life, to start a new life there. Maybe she did this because you're a smart and gentle guy. We don't know.
Maybe. I don't know. I've never seen her.
Luck for you. Nice. Yeah, cool. So were there any differences because in between the German and the Canadian culture?
Differences.
Cultural differences.
I don't think so.
Maybe
Not that much.
they
So they are more friendly than.
maybe they did.
That's all.
Think so? Or maybe they go more often into the church to pray, or I don't know how they behave.
Not my friends.
Okay, so it's nearly the same, you think?
Yeah, I guess. So
Yeah.
there might be some differences, but not that
That much.
significant. So
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, cool. Okay.
It's just a cliche that there is no violence and
No, it is.
it is still is
It
there.
is.
And gangsters and gangsters.
Canadians are not able to drink, so they can't handle the alcohol. So
Okay.
if you go to a bar, you usually have a bar fight.
So if
Yeah.
they drink much, and
Yeah.
then they do not behave
Yeah.
probably, and then
And then it's a bar fight, and police is coming.
okay.
And,
Not nice.
but that's not unusual for the nightlife in Canada.
So most of them don't drink so much like in Germany.
They do, but they can't handle it.
Hey, good to know. Can you tell us anything unusual you had on Vancouver? Some unusual experience?
Unusual experience. It's friendly again. So one day we went to a small island. It's just, I don't know, by boat 5 minutes from Nanaimo, where I live. And we just went to visit the small island and to walk around and taking pictures and all that stuff. And one time we were standing at the water, and a friend of mine took a picture.
Mm-hmm.
And then we heard some Canadians coming, and were shouting, "Oh, I can take that picture, I can do that for you." And they were, I don't know, 100 or 150 meters away from our point, so that was quite nice. And we talked, and then they took us to their place, and we drank some beer, made barbecue, and
Cool, sounds great.
yeah.
This time they don't know you.
No, they didn't know us.
Okay. But you said by boat. Was there a lake or
No, the ocean.
the ocean?
Yeah. So
Oh,
Nanaimo, it's located
Mhm.
direct at the ocean.
Pacific Ocean, is it? Yeah, Atlantic and the
I guess.
East,
Yeah.
yes. Yeah, let's come to my last question. Is there anything you missed when you have been in Canada? Something German you missed when you have been there?
Yeah, that
In
was
Vancouver?
one thing I really missed, and I told my mom